Okay. For seeing this video, first off, I just want to say thank you for 400, 400 subscribers. I almost said 400,000 for some reason. That would have been kind of dumb. Currently, as I'm recording this, I am at 443 subscribers. So we're already really in the 400 zone. Like, it is crazy. Okay, like, I gotta be honest, I have never thought in my entire life. Like, I never thought I actually would even get that far, but here we are. 400 subscribers. Or, I guess 443 subscribers. So, we're almost at 450 already, and I have not seen myself in my entire life even getting that far. Like, I actually thought my YouTube channel would be forever on a slow upward climb, but these past couple of days, I have seen. Honestly, I don't even think it's been a week. It was a week that I was at 300. Now, the titles might have something to do with it, you know, but it is really crazy. So, I think I might as well talk about my channel a little bit here and talk about what my plans are for YouTube, my new plans. Since some very significant changes have happened for I finally got. So I've announced on my community post. I'd recommend taking a look there. That I am going to be working on Gmod machinimas now, and I am working on mine. Just haven't really. Now I have recorded, just haven't edited it yet, and I'm trying to. It's gonna have to go through rework because I was not proud of how it turned out. In fact, I'll just like start from scratch as a new idea. With a completely new idea, and now as for the Spingebill one, I posted on SpongeBob's anniversary. Since I think it happened like I want to say it was like a couple of days ago, or like at least 4 days ago it happened. But yeah, that was in the SpongeBob thing. I was hoping I was gonna have it finished, but like due to like work and lack of motivation, hadn't really had the time. Okay, my goal is at least by year's end to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can achieve it this year. If not, we'll always have next year. But it is crazy. I'm almost at 500 already. They can almost finally start some form of monetization, which is really crazy to me personally. I never thought I'd get as far as I did. Alright. I'll talk about a little bit about when I first started, or when I really first started to do YouTube related things. When I first started, I did a lot of Sonic.exe related things. Like, I did mostly, I think pretty much only Sonic.exe and maybe like shit posting once in a while and other things. Um, but at the same time, I just want to discuss, I think there have been some noteworthy YouTube poops I made, or just videos in general, that have gotten that have gotten a pretty decent amount of views. For example, my Spinach Bills anniversary disaster, which marked a significant turning point, or not turning point, significant improvement in my YouTube poops. Got 1,000, got around I want to say around 1,500 views. And also, another one I really made that had a lot of views was the remake, which I actually think did a lot better. I think did a lot better than the original, or I thought it was a lot better, and also did a little bit better. But another thing I did was I live streamed Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. Then I recorded it, mostly a funny moments compilation, but never really got around to it. And this is the footage you're currently seeing on screen right now. A footage I think it was made back in 2020, around 2025. This is before I even had a good microphone. As you can see, I have a much better one now. Now I have a much better one, and I got it back in. I got a better one back in January. Didn't come till a few days after the new year happened. That's why I made my first video. That's what I wanted to do for the start. Also, at the same time, though, I wanted to talk about some reason because a lot of projects. Also, what was I going to talk about? Never thought I'd ever see the day where I could finally talk about the fact that I also trains things too. All that stuff happened back in I want to say around 2022 to 2020. Either 2021 or 2022, I forget, but it was a long time ago. Barely even knew how to commentate post-editing, or I don't know if I had a YouTube that had, or I remember I used to use the Movie Maker, or I guess the equivalent of Movie Maker, and Windows 10. My new one has Windows 11, which I can't really say is too bad. Unless Windows gets really terrible, I I think if a computer just like has, I think I'll just stick to Windows until like, it, I don't know. I mean, at least for now, I'll stick to Windows. Maybe if there's like a software that's better and has more games on it, then maybe I'll consider switching. But like for now, I'm still mostly gonna use Windows. Definitely gonna make sure to get rid of some of the bloatware, because I kind of do want to be able to have Windows run at its full potential. But at the same time, I don't know. You know, it's not. Stop talking about Windows. Let's talk about the channel. A lot of the content there, I think, was kind of cringe. I got rid of some of it just because I didn't want to look at it anymore. In fact, I even just constantly remade Sonic.exe. My Sonic.exe of the first Sonic.exe game ever made. For some reason. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really particularly proud of these videos, but they were a start. Like, however, what was it? Another thing I did do was animation, and I did plan on doing Gmod animations and machinimas. Like, don't know, definitely gonna say like my Spinge Bill. I'll definitely make the Spinge Bill for the one I'm making for the 1,000 subscriber special. However, also, another thing I want. Wanted to however, though I will say the main content you're gonna see is gonna be gaming, mostly on Team Fortress 2 and BeamNG Drive, though, and also I'll probably do like Gmod related things. I'll probably make like more machinimas in terms of like more. I'll definitely make machinimas. Like, that's the thing. That's my end goal. Make machinimas. Because that's something I've always wanted to get into. Is a machinima. That's something I've always wanted to get into, and I did make multiple attempts in the past. First was going to be okay, what was it? First I did attempt to make my make the one where soldier and engineer build some kind of stupid who's texting me? Build a stupid face for whatever. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I was just like, I saw like some engineers make a building today and just thought, hey, maybe I can make something. Maybe I can make something out of it, you know? Eventually that never happened. That kind of got scrapped. Then I attempted to make the TF2 Mercenaries fight Rap Rat. Yeah, that was a thing. I'll probably do something like that in the future. So, excuse me. Excuse the sounds are here. I have trash. But I definitely eventually canceled that due to just like also, oh, what are you doing? Oh, sorry. And as I was saying, Muttley over there is being just doing whatever. But as I was saying, I eventually canceled that like after some. Because, like, my Steam account got hacked. Eventually, I got back. Because we all know, Steam, like, people at Steam are the only ones that actually give a damn about its customers. But I actually thought about quitting YouTube at that point. And it's, like, not the only time. Definitely the first time I really considered quitting YouTube. So, that was a thing. Eventually, when I heard like the whole AI thing rolled out, I kind of just wanted to move to a different platform. Eventually, I came back here because I don't know. I'm not sure why. I think eventually I just realized there was like not really that Vidly wasn't the best alternative. But I don't think you could get monetized on Vidly. You also use Odyssey. Now, I don't know. I might consider using it as a second platform. Like, I don't know if Odyssey is monetized, but if anyone could talk, I'd very much would love to hear about that. To know if you can get monetized. But I could upload more uncensored content there, or anyway. I think around 2023 is when I really got into YouTube poops. When my first one came out, and then, I mean, to be honest, I think all my YouTube poops that were made, they're kind of sucked. If I'm being honest, they weren't really that good. I think 2024 is when you really started to see some improvement with mine. To be honest, I think my favorite, I think probably my favorite one I ever made was I remember like, or at least the one I had a lot of fun. I remember also like just having a lot of fun making like just making them. Then like I actually had a lot of fun. I mean, some were still kind of ass. Like I used to really like Darling in the Franxx when I back in the day. Not so much anymore. But I remember I made a Robotnik and made them crossover with Robotnik, and I just remember having a lot of fun making those. However, I'd say 2024 and 2025. Well, I don't know so much about 2025, but I know 2024 had a lot of remakes of like old ones, or had a at least in the beginning. I'm not so sure about the end, but I know in the beginning had a pretty good chunk of remakes. Pretty good. Pretty I had a lot of makeup remakes and that in that particular year, but at the same time I did some original works too. But I think like 2025 is when like I'll have to look real fast. Yeah, like you're just gonna hear me talk a lot of nonsense about YouTube poops. By the way, my old YouTube poops. I think I wasn't quite as active. I wasn't quite as active in 2025, but when you did see me, I did make some more. It was mostly YouTube poops. I was planning on doing more things, like just add a little bit of variety, but at the same time, it kind of didn't really go anywhere. But however, 2025, and I did this twice. First, back in late 2023, I decided that like I was gonna retire. Then like 2025 towards the end, I decided I'd quit making YouTube poops. But like eventually, both times I ended up returning. Or in fact, I wanted to quit YouTube poops initially in those years, but I eventually came back. Now, you're probably not going to see many, like, in fact, you're probably not going to see, like, I don't think you're really going to be seeing any YouTube poops from me for a while at least. But when you do, I'll make sure they're great. I'll make sure to go crazy with. I'll make sure that it's something that people can enjoy. Like, not just enjoy, but also I want to make sure like that it's going to be like somewhat of an ultimate, like somewhat of an. I'm trying to think what I was going to say here. Somewhat of something great. But I don't know if it's going to be the best. If it's going to be up to the level that inspired many people, but I do want to get creative with my with like my work and not just like have just a singular format. I would do like multiple more interesting things like add like a Gmod, like basically make Gmod battles and stuff. It's gonna be like probably the next one is gonna be one of my favorite, or I'll actually have a couple of my favorite SpongeBob episodes for the YouTube poop. Like first one, it'll, like as you saw in the preview, it'll be SB129, but the second one, but another one I do want to do is the Idiot Box. Because that one is, but like, I don't think I've done that one yet. I also do want to do more Season 1 episodes, Season 1 YouTube poops. In general, because I did do one. A Season 1 episode. It was called it was Bubble Stand. I forget what it was called. Hold on, let me look what it's called. Because since I have like, because I don't want to. What was it called? Okay, here's what it was called. It was called Spin Drill and Squish During That Bubble Stand. Yeah. But, what I do want to say is, I'm probably going to see if I'm definitely going to see, like, see if I can at least get. I'll probably just make a simple Gmod machinima, because that's the problem. I have too many like complicated ideas, and I have to make a story, and then like all that. I'll just make a simple machinima that I can actually finish. Hopefully we can. Hopefully I can be able to do those. Hell, I'll probably also teach people how to make machinimas. And like, or the best way to make machinimas, because I have some ideas, or at least how to make machinimas the old-fashioned way, at least, because that's like basically my plan. Is to do it like without like those animation tools that you see a lot of people use in Gmod. It's also going to use a lot of stop motion. I'll definitely say, but anyway, I definitely want I want to talk about just how like my latest video did, because it really popped off, and I just want to say I appreciate everyone who watches. I really do appreciate everyone who watches it, because like I was not expecting it to blow up to the extent that it did. I was Like I really was not. Even if I used somewhat of a title that can get clicks, I did not expect it to go. Like, I did not expect to go as far as I did. Because, and to be honest, I'm really happy it did blow up. I'm really happy it became, like, probably my most viewed video. Probably, yeah, probably, like, my most viewed video, like, ever. Like, in the entire history of my channel. Besides maybe that one out of context video. But that doesn't count because it's just a clip. I don't really. And to be honest, I don't really like. I don't really like that. So I want to like finally view so I got rid of some older videos I didn't really like having that I wasn't proud of. Like, I just deleted them because I didn't really like them being there. However, oh my god, I'm trying to think of what I was going to say. I'm trying to think of what I want to say. Because rarely do I do these like really long video essays. Also, I have a Beeline. Also, I did use also do a BMG mod review series, which is now canceled, by the way, mostly because I wasn't really happy with how not great it was doing. So I just decided it was time for that series to get canned. So it's still here if you want to watch it, though. I do my TF2 videos because they're fun to do, you know? But also, I'm probably gonna not do this as much anymore now that now there's other things I want to do. I'll probably still do TF2 live streams once in a while, but I used to do these quite often. I used to like do TF2 streams quite often, like whenever I get home from work and I'm like in a pinch. Unfortunately, it hasn't been, my schedule, uploading hasn't been as consistent as I want it to be. Like, I wanted to have some form of consistency when I was doing this, but like, I kind of knew it wasn't going to be as consistent since my part-time job doesn't really have a consistent hour for me to do this, so it was kind of hard for me to do. Like, yeah. Oh my god. Guys, again, I'm sorry I yawn a lot, but I'm very tired from work. I thought I might as well talk about it since, you know. But I cannot believe I am finally close to getting monetized in some shape or form. Because because, like, I forgot what I was saying. But it's hard to believe that, like, that I'm here right now. That I'm actually going to be monetized in some shape or form. I think that's what I said. Yeah, that was what I said. For some reason, like, my brain, for some reason, just completely decided that it didn't want to work anymore. Like, it completely just decided to shut down for some reason. And just, like, completely rebooted. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it did. I'm not gonna like edit like my voice or anything. So it's like the raw, uncut footage of my voice, or not footage, audio you're hearing, but you are gonna see a lot of. But I am gonna add the footage of Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing. Like, if I ever like have a 1,000 subscriber special, like I'll definitely, or at least it'll at least be part of my 1,000 subscriber special, because at least, or at least like in terms of like unreleased content of my channel, unreleased videos, I'll like compile like a lot of my old, call it the unreleased collection. What else? What else? What else? What else? God, like, I remember, like, I checked my, like, subscriber count, and, like, when I saw I was at 400, I was actually kind of surprised, to be honest. Well, I don't know if I was really that surprised, but I was kind of surprised that, like, I actually got there, like, this fast. That I came this far this fast. To be honest, I really don't know if I actually deserve it, because, to be honest, like, my content is a bit amateur compared to, like, a lot of other YouTubers you'll be seeing. And it's still going to be pretty amateur when you think about it, because my what else I was saying? The only reason I'm like still using so now I am mostly doing the editing myself, and I'll probably always like be doing that even if I get monetized completely. If I really start making money. Because I do want to make, because thing is, I've always been doing like YouTube poops and stuff, so I'll do most of the editing myself. And YouTube poops are kind of what experienced that. Kind of gave me experience on editing, so. But, yeah, doesn't mean my gaming content is any less amateur than most people you'll see on the platform and whatnot. don't really got much else to say, so I just want to say thank you guys so much for 450 subscribers. Or, not 450. I think it was like 443 subscribers. Thank you guys for getting me... Thank you guys for getting me to this point. Like, I really cannot emphasize how much I appreciate you guys. For helping me get this channel to where it is today. Even my videos weren't the best. I still am happy I'm doing... I'm here and that because it's only beginning of the month, and I think it's already going to be the best month of this channel. Like, the best sense of growth of the year. So, yeah, thank you guys. I'll definitely make something special for you guys, because I actually appreciate you guys a lot, and for all you've done. And I hope that this momentum carries on for the rest of the year. So, thank you guys so much. I hope to see... I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll definitely make something special. Thank you guys.